Welcome to the demo video of our RiskManager Optimum. So I am going to be going through all the features it has today. This is literally the best risk management tool you can use for your trading with MT5, hands down, because it is equipped with everything needed to secure your account. So first off, I'm going to load up the program. Here it is. RiskManagerOptimum. Okay, so the first feature here is, as we can see, this is it, RiskManagerOptimum. The first feature here is the individual risks per trade. So this one is the individual risks for each trade. So you set a particular percent. The first option is to enable it or disable it. You set a particular percent. For instance, for every trade, I don't want to risk more than 5% of my account. So it will automatically help us set the SL when we open a trade. Let's test that first. So I open a buy. Okay, there are other features that are on. Let us turn other features off first for the now, before we reach there. Alright, so this is active. Let's make sure no other bot is active. Okay, I have another one active. Alright, so let's place a buy. As we can see, the SL is automatically set. This is 5% of the account. Right? Alright, so that is for the risk percent. For instance, I want to place a trade now. New order. I want to place a trade and I want to put the SL greater than this percent. For instance, let me put my SL at 100,000 for BTC. It will close the trade for us because the SL is too much, and it always gives reason why it closed the trade for us, So if we check the experts tab, we will see closed violating new trade, individual risk is greater than 5%, reduce lot or SL distance. So we have to place the trade again to adjust our risk accordingly. The next feature is the total risk portfolio. Now this one is the same feature, only that it is not for individual trade, it is for all trades in total. So for instance, I set my risk to 10%, right? I already have one trade open with 5%, so I can open another one with 5%. If I want to open another one again, to close it, right? As we can see, it closed it because the risk is too much. It is the overall will now be 15%, which is more than 10% allowed risk. So let's quickly move to the max position limit. This is the number of positions you can allow to be opened. So we enable it, true or false. Max number of positions allowed, let's say 5. Okay. Okay, 5. Let's increase this overall portfolio to 30% or 50% to allow us open. Or let me say 80% to allow us open as much as we can. Or we simply turn it off so it won't disturb. So we have 2 positions open, 3 positions, 4 positions, no problem, 5 positions, no problem. On the 6th position, we see that it closed it, right? This is because the max number of allowed position is 5. So the next one is enable daily loss limits. Now this one, it will take a long time to set it, to test it, but what it does is, once the daily loss is more than a particular percent, let's say 5% of the account, it blocks every new trade. So you can turn it off or turn it on. Before we continue, kindly do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our social media pages for more tips and updates. Okay, so the next feature is the daily loss limit. We've checked that. So the action for daily loss limits. So instead of it to block the loss trade, it can just close all trades you have open, or it can block new trades. You understand? So the next feature is the volatility block. Now this is if the market is too volatile. So this volatility threshold, as you can see, is 1.5. so if it's 1.5 is the normal threshold to use for volatility check, but if you are more relaxed with it, you can increase it to 1.7. So once it is above this, it will block the trade for you, right? Then the next feature is ATR. The ATR, the period is usually 14. You can leave this feature. Then the next one is enable per position drawdown closures. Now this is the drawdown for each position. So once a position reaches a maximum drawdown of, let's say, 1% for testing, I need to open sell because Bitcoin is bullish right now. So once a position reaches a, let me use a high lot size so that it will reach there fast. So I'm on sell 5. So once it reaches 1% of 1,000 is about $10, $11, $12. So once it reaches $10 loss, it's going to close the position for us. So while it's running, let us check other features. The next feature is what do we have here? We have overall drawdown account check. It's just like this one, so you get the idea, but it's for overall drawdown, just like the risk manager, just like the risk per trade and overall risk. So let's leave it false for now. So let's look at the action it does. You can close losing positions when the overall drawdown has reached, maybe all your trades are in loss, or most of your trades are in loss. You can close the losing position, it can close the winning position to secure some profits. You can choose to close buy, to close sell, or to close half positions. Then the next feature is time-based trade restrictions. You can choose to turn this off and set the time when trading is not allowed. For instance, the time currently is 3:07 p.m., which is about 15:07. So let me use 15:07 to, let me use 14 to 17. So it may even close this active trade for us. So as you can see, it closed all trades for us because trading is not allowed right now. And the good thing is it logs white closed trades. It said close violating new trades, trade during restriction hours. You can see. So let us turn the feature off since it has been tested. Or false. Let's open our position back here. So the next feature is the next feature is the max trade duration. So this is how many minutes you want the trade to run for. Once it exceeds so many, for instance, you want the trade to run for just 4 hours, right? You just input 4 hours and it will close the trade for you after 4 hours. Enable profit locking. Now this is for securing your profits. So return this to true when max profit is up to 10%. It will help you secure the profits when it's up to 10% of your account. Then this is trading stop. I assume you know what trading stop is. So when your profit reaches the T start, for instance, you are in 650 pips up, right, it will trigger. So when it start pulling back and it pulls back 250 pips down, then it will close the position for you to secure your profit and avoid it turning to a loss. Same with break even. So it will just put your SL at entry to prevent it from turning to loss. And this is the break even trigger pip. So these are all the features. With all this, your risk management will be bulletproof and you have nothing to worry about risks. You just focus on your execution. So if you have any more inquiries or support, you can contact us. Mail us at support@freeworldsolutions.tech, or you join the Telegram channel in the description below. Thank you. Do well to leave a good review after purchase. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, and have a nice time with the bots.